Welcome to the lecture series of Mechanics of Solids. In this lecture, we will learn about types of support of beam, types of beam, and types of loads. Outlines of the session. In this session, first we will see what is beam, second, type of supports, third is type of beams, and four types of loads. So let us start with beam. So here you can see this is a beam having span L. In each and every residential building, we can find the beam. Let us define beam. A beam is a horizontal structural member in a building to resist the lateral load applied to the beam axis. In figure also we can see this is a beam having span L and it is subjected to a load which is acting in lateral direction to the axis of beam. Beam supports the slab. The load from slab is taken by beam and this load is transferred to the column. Now let us see type of supports. In type of support, let us start with first, that is simple support. In this type of support, beam is just simply supported over the support. Here there is no connection between the beam and support. The beam is just rested over the support. If inclined load is applied, the beam can slide in horizontal direction. So there is no horizontal reaction. If moment is applied, it will rotate, but the beam cannot move in downward direction. So this movement in vertical direction is restrained. So there is only one reaction, that is vertical reaction. Here there is no horizontal reaction and moment in simple support. Here this is a hinge support. In this support, the beam is fixed with the support by means of a hinge. If inclined load is applied here, the beam cannot move in horizontal direction. So there is a horizontal reaction. The beam cannot move in vertical direction. So here there will be a vertical reaction, but the beam can rotate about this hinge. So there is no moment developed at this support. So in hinge support, horizontal and vertical reaction will be there. The third type of support is a roller support. Here in the figure we can see the beam is connected to the support by means of hinge and below that rollers are provided. So when inclined force is acting here, the beam will roll over with the help of roller. So here there won't be any horizontal reaction. Here hinge is also there. So it can rotate about this hinge. So there won't be any moment. But this support restrain the movement of beam in vertical direction. So there will be one vertical reaction in roller support. This type of beam is provided at the end of a bridge because due to the braking action of vehicle, the inclined force is acting. In that case, the bridge slab slide over the roller support and the damage to the pier can be avoided. This is a fixed support. In fixed support, the beam is completely fixed. The beam is rigidly connected to the support. Here, all kind of movement like horizontal movement, vertical movement and rotation are restrained. So, in fixed support, all three reactions, that is horizontal reaction, vertical reaction and moment will induced. So let us start with type of beams. The very first one is simply supported beam. In the figure we can see a simply supported beam. In this type of beam, a beam is just rested over the two supports. This is not the stable type of beam because there is no connection between the beam and support. It is easy to analyze such beams. So this is the second type of beam, overhanging beam. In this beam, as we can see in the figure, the beam is rested over two simple support and some portion of beam is projected beyond the support. So this is overhanging portion and this is simply supported portion. Depending upon on which side overhanging portion is provided, it may classified as overhanging on right side because here on right side overhanging is provided. Here overhanging portion of beam is on left side, so it is called overhanging on left side. And here in third case, overhanging is provided on both the side of beam, so it is called overhanging on both sides. This type of beam is not much stable as there is no connection between the beam and support. Moreover, some portion is also extended beyond the support. The third type of beam is cantilever beam. In the cantilever beam, we can see one support is fixed support and other support is free support. This kind of beam is observed mostly in balcony where one end is to kept free. This kind of beam is used for very short span. The next one, fourth, is prop cantilever beam. In this type of beam, we can see one support is fixed support and other support is simple support. So, in a cantilever beam, free support is supported by some support. It is called a prop cantilever beam. Here, this beam is more stable than simply supported beam and cantilever beam. However, the analysis of such beam is comparatively difficult. The next one is a fixed beam. In fixed beam, we can see both the support are fixed support. So, this beam is the most stable type of beam. However, the analysis is comparatively tedious. The sixth type of beam is a continuous beam. The continuous beam is a beam which runs over more than two supports. Now let us move to the next topic of the session, that is type of loads on the beam. This is point load or we can say concentrated load. In the figure we can see two different loads are acting at two different points of beam. So these are called point load or concentrated load. Point load or concentrated load are the load which act at a single point on the beam. Actually, it is distributed over a small area, but we consider that this load is acting on CG of that particular load and it transferred through a single point. So, the unit of this type of load is Newton or kilonewton. We can say a 10 kilonewton load or a 20 kilonewton load is acting on the beam, so it can represent it likewise with its magnitude. Uniformly distributed load UDL is one which is spread over the beam in such a way that the rate of loading W is uniform throughout the length of beam. In each equal section, the total load is same and at every point of beam, the rate of loading is equal. This rate of loading is expressed as W kilonewton per meter, which shows that per meter length of beam, W kilonewton load is acting. For solving the problem, we need to convert this uniformly distributed load into total load by multiplying the rate of loading with length. So this is the third type of loading, that is uniformly varying load. It is also called UVL. A uniformly varying load is one which spread over the length of beam in such a way that the rate of loading from point to point along the beam is continuously increasing. It starts with 0 and here it reaches to maximum and it increasing at uniform rate. It is also called triangular load. For solving numerical problem, this load is converted in point load by calculating the area of triangle, and it is assumed that it is acting at the two-third distance of its lap support. These are the types of load acting on the beam. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubt or query, please write in comment box. I will be very happy to help you. Thank you. Thank you very much.